Hey, what's up guys? Kevin from radroller.com. In this clip I'd like to review some tips and tricks for the arches of the feet. Alright, so first off, let's go over a very simple assessment. I would like you to stand up nice and tall. We're going to bend down a little bit, which will change the arch, but that's okay. This is a self-administered test. I'd like you to take your index finger and make note of where that first line is. In your finger, try to maintain the arch as constant as possible. And see if you can slip that finger through. Now if you have a very flat, fallen arch, you're not going to be able to make any gains at all. Whereas if you have an extremely high arch, you're going to be able to get that finger well past that first line. Okay, so first off, make note of how your feet are presenting. People with extremely high arches are going to have very strong stabilizers, but they're also going to be extremely tense. All right, so these are the types of people who will really benefit from utilizing a product such as the RAD Round, okay? So these are the two smallest versions. The blue is a very nice sort of starting point to release the arches, and the black one, I would follow that up. With this one, it's gonna get much deeper and allow you to target those little joints of the tiny bones of the feet, okay? So first off, we'll compare as per usual, left to right, make note of any differences from side to side. And then we're simply going to stand on the ball. You can really release anywhere on the bottom of the foot. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure into a bone. You want to stay in the soft tissue or the plantar fascia. So I'm going to start by going along the medial arch. Very common spot for tenderness. So we start at the big toe and we can work our way all the way back to the heel. It's not about rolling front to back quickly. Find a tender spot, sink in and hold. Now we can also transition and go in the outer portion, the lateral arch of the foot. Again, take your time, see where it's tender. If it's not tender, move on. Lastly, I'd like you to check the transverse arch, okay? So this is going to be right through here near the base of the metatarsals. Kind of like a horseshoe along the toes. And that's a great spot for me right there. Now it's critical that we have full function, or namely extension of the big toe. All right, so one thing you can check as well, first off, pin your 4 free toes, test extension by lifting that big toe up. We should have at least 30 degrees of motion off the floor. If you have a bunion or you've lost that external rotation of the toe, then we're not gonna be able to perform this movement, okay? Pardon me, if you lost internal rotation. You'll be stuck in external if you have a bunion, okay? So we should be able to pull that toe up. Let's try that out. We release more of the superficial structures of the arches. Now let's go to the black one. You're gonna find that this one feels amazing. It is more intense. I want you to dance around those heads of the metatarsals. Now obviously find times throughout the day that work for you. You don't have to do this standing randomly. When you're at work on the office computer, or you're at home winding down watching television or reading a book, catching up on emails, this would be a great time to do it, okay? Slip the shoes and socks off and give those feet a little bit of TLC and attention, okay?
For more information, visit radroller.com. For more video tutorials, check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/radroller.